Hello beautifuls, I'm back and today I want to make a video about 6 ways on how you can succeed in life. My name's Sarah, if we have not crossed paths before, and I love sharing my tips for having a great life. So the first tip for today is to have self-awareness. To get to know yourself, to spend time on your own that, I don't know, so many of us don't do. And we're never taught that it was even a thing to get to know ourselves, because how can we know what we like, what we don't like, what we believe in, like what kind of person we are, what we value, if we don't know ourselves? So take the time to sit in meditation, to journal, to take some time each and every day just being by yourself. And even asking yourself, prompting yourself with journaling questions, what do I value in life? What traits do I have? What belief systems do I have around money, finance, relationships, health? Where do they come from? Are they mine? Are they my family's? What things got passed down? What patterns can I see in my family? Do they serve me? We can learn so much about ourselves if we start to ask inquiring questions, and it's not to judge ourselves on it. A great practice that I came across not long ago was to write down all the positive and negative things about both your parents, and then write down all the positive and the not so good things. Let's say not negative, shouldn't use that word, but the contrasts, within yourself, and also look at your parents, and out of some of the things that they didn't treat, that came out of your experience being brought up for them that you might have thought were negative. What did you learn from those things? Because sometimes and what was behind it, do you think that they did those things because out of real malice, or do you think that they did those things because they weren't cared and nurtured or had their needs validated as children? What were their upbringings like? And that's when we can really start to empathise and have compassion around our parents and our parenting, and for ourselves on why we might have made certain choices. So having self-awareness is the first tip. And within that is knowing your values. What comes out of that? What do you value in life? And why do you value whatever it is? Do you value money, or do you value nice things? There's nothing wrong with having money or nice things, but why do you value them? Is it to prove that you're okay? Is it to feed your ego, or is it because you really like to feel comforted by having nice things around you? Is it so that, do you like to have money so you can share it with others and share experiences with others? We can learn so much about ourselves once again by what our values are. And so the third tip is to know you have good boundaries, to know that you've got good boundaries, that you're not just people pleasing all the time. If you haven't got good boundaries, other people can manipulate and not take advantage, but usually manipulation is a really big one. And we're almost, if we don't have firm boundaries as well, we can then be manipulating other people through some of our behaviours. So that comes back to our values. What are we going to put up with? What are we going to tolerate in our life? And it can be, or even around your own thinking. Are you going to tolerate a scarcity or a victim mindset in yourself? I certainly have, and blamed other people and experiences for things in my life, and it doesn't serve you. And often it's, those experiences often have come about because I didn't have good boundaries. I said no, I would say no, and then people would treat me in ways that I didn't find acceptable, and I'd still let them treat me like that and stay in the situation. There were no consequences. So knowing your boundaries and where the line is, and actually, someone might cross it and you give them a warning and then that's it. Next time, sorry, mate. Or it can be a woman, just saying mate, like as in a friend, as in a term. But that's not okay with me, and I told you last time. And if you want to carry on doing that, you can't. I can't participate in that, because if I am, then I'm being a victim, and I refuse to be a victim. So having good boundaries, that's with anyone, bosses, children, parents, drawing your line in the sand, saying, nah, sorry. Fourth tip on how to succeed in life, I believe, is to be true to yourself. Be grounded and centered in who you are as a person. And that comes obviously once back again to having self-awareness and having good boundaries. And when you have got that and you're going out and you're doing grounding exercises, which is having your bare feet on the earth, yoga, tai chi. I say this, I know I'm repetitive in my videos if you have listened to my other videos, but they all link together. And if you're airy fairy up in brain fog and stressed out and not grounded into your body, then a lot of stuff can happen to you that you're not even aware of. So we've got to be grounded and centered. So taking part in practices that strengthen that is really, really important. Keeping our energy clear, protecting our energy is key too. There's lots of practices using crystals, saging yourself, lots of other practices, even swimming in the ocean, in the rivers, being in the bush, all help clear your energy. Doing tapping techniques. Fifth tip on how to succeed in life is to be open to possibilities. Don't be closed-minded about things. Don't live in a box with walls around you that you won't push yourself outside your comfort zone. Took a lot of pushing for me to get out on social media, and I'm still pushing myself to do it because I'm not somebody that normally would, and put myself out there. And so I've had to learn to push myself outside the box and to see things from other people's perspective is another thing. Don't be so set in your ways that you won't try something new, even if it's scary. That's how we grow and we expand, we become resilient. And we can tell ourselves stories like, I'm a shy, unconfident person. I used to tell that story to myself constantly and then go over that story by making, I can't do that because I'm a shy, unconfident person. And really they're just excuses. And if you keep telling yourself the same story, then you'll just be that person. You'll just have that experience. Whereas if you tell yourself that you're a confident, capable person, and then actually put yourself in situations that cause you to have to prove that, and the only way you get better at anything is by practicing it, you push the box, you push the boat out, you start to feel more comfortable. If you go back and look at my previous videos, my son said to me the other day, well, I watched your video, Mum, and you're way more relaxed, like when I look back at some of the videos, I look like a deer in headlights. So, the more you do anything, the better you get. Riding a bike, running, roller skating, anything you might put your mind to, crocheting, art, anything you practice, you get better at. It's just the way it is. So be open to possibilities and grow and expand. And that is my sixth tip, is to be resilient. So I've kind of gone into that in the fifth tip, but that was actually another tip on its own. So bravery and courage. Find bravery and courage, and when you've got bravery and courage in your life, anything is possible, like I say. So dig deep and when you're centered and you're not all airy-fairy, that's when you can find bravery as well. So those are my 6 keys to succeed in life. And I will see you on the next video. Remember, I'm doing 1 a day at the moment, so I hope you'll tune in and share these videos if they resonate. Thank you so much. Say hi in the comments. Love to connect with you. Bye for now. Namaste.